Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. NFL Week 7 game picks. You know, last week we did pretty good. Last week we did good. We had another winning season. You know, it's I think I'm on a streak right now. I haven't had a losing season yet. I'm still trying to get a full sweep. I know Gene said he was trying to get a full sweep last week. Let me know in the comment section down below what picks you had and what was your record last week. It's hard to get a full sweep because like this past week should have been my full sweep really, but the Browns messed it up. Who else messed it up? It was the Browns messed it up, and also there was somebody else who messed it up. The Eagles messed it up. The Eagles messed it up, the Browns messed it up, and then the Falcons. Falcons had opportunity to win that game, and Desmond Ridder, those 3 interceptions was horrible, especially the one they threw at the end on the slant route. Why in the world would you throw the ball behind the receiver? You gotta throw it to the chest. Throw it to the chest like that and throw it ahead for the receiver to get in that slant route. You threw the ball behind the receiver and you gave them a big time chance to play the ball, and they picked it off and the team lost too. It's like, and the coach, you know, Arthur Smith, that little picture, he was like this, that video, he's like, because, you know, he looking at like, I'm gonna have to bench him eventually. I have to bench him because Taylor Heineke, he might not be the most talented, the most gifted, but he plays gritty, he plays tough. And when he's on the field, good things did happen for Washington last year and the years before too as well. He helped lead them get to the playoffs and almost won a playoff game against that year's Super Bowl champion, which was the Buccaneers. But it was just bad, like really, because the 3 picks, and then the game before last, I think the last game, because Ridder had like a kind of a bad game too. And the game before that, he had a lot of stinker games, and I gave him the benefit of a doubt entering this season and having a dark horse pick like section a little bit, saying, oh, Desmond Ridder, he might be one of those guys. that had him, Kenny Pickett, and I had who else I had on there? That's somebody else on there, the dark horse like thing. He might have the year where they jump up and show us some good stuff, or he might be where they fall off. So far, Kenny Pickett has been, he showed us some good stuff, showed us some bad stuff, but he's been kind of like steady like that. He kind of been like, okay, he's like solid, he's pretty good type guy right now. Hopefully he kind of kick it up a notch after the bye week. But Desmond Ridder, he showed us some good stuff a little bit, and after that he kind of just plummeted and fell on his face multiple times. So hopefully they figure it out, or he might be going to the bench. But he messed it up. So those teams right there messed it up for me. Could have had a sweep right there. They messed it up for me. But it's okay. We got another opportunity this week to get a full sweep. So the Jaguars versus the Saints is the first game that would happen on Thursday night. And I'm taking the Jaguars in that one. Jaguars are playing at high level. They have won 3 straight. They won two in London, and they won their last game as well, beating the Colts and taking the top of the division. So now they're 4-2, taking the top of the division. The Jaguars looking nice. Their offense is firing on all cylinders. Guys are making more catches. You know, they have kind of like, they was top 3 in drop rate. So they have to kind of fix that around a little bit. But Calvin Ridley, he just looks blazing out there. His speed is crazy out there. Ever since he got back, he's just been playing at high level, playing high intensity, playing fast with fast motor and everything. The next game is the Falcons versus the Buccaneers. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers in that game. I want to pick the Falcons because I like what Arthur Smith is doing, the rushing attack and the weapons they have. But I cannot trust the quarterback, especially if Desmond Ridder is still back there. Now if Heineke is back there, I might can trust him and can select him. But if Desmond Ridder is back there, I can't trust him. So I'm gonna take the Bucs in that game. Raiders versus the Bears. I'm gonna take the Raiders in that game. The Raiders have won 2 straight. They got back to 500. They're 3-3 right now. Jimmy Garoppolo got banged up that last game, but he still made some big time throws. Jacoby Myers, a guy who I mentioned every time I mentioned the Raiders, I said the Patriots never got rid of him. How you pay Juju Smith-Schuster a 4-year, $55 million deal, and then that's the same deal that Jacoby Myers got with the Raiders. You could have just kept him. He already know your system. He know the guys there. He was getting better and better, and it's a guy who you sculpted, a guy who you drafted and you built it up as well too. And he's played and got better and better every season. And last year he looked pretty good. He's on his way to becoming like one of a receiver 1 type guy. You let him go to the Raiders, and now him paired with the Monte Adams. That's a nice tandem right there. And you seen yesterday he caught a touchdown on his former team. I know that probably felt good too because they got rid of him for no reason. They should have kept him. But that's them. That's the Patriots, and their offense looks absolutely horrible. Next game is the Browns versus the Colts. Taking the Browns in that one. The Browns defense is very good. They said the Browns are allowing the fewest yards since there was some team, I think it says the Bears in 1971 or something like that. It was some crazy stat they had like that. The Browns beat the 49ers. 49ers was undefeated. The Browns defeated the 49ers. The Browns have been playing. The offense haven't been good, but their defense have been playing lights out. Even when my Steelers played the Browns a few weeks ago, we won the game, but we won the game because our defense, because TJ Watt had a fumble return for a touchdown, Alex Highsmith had a pick 6, but we only had 1 play really. George Pickens got a 72-yard touchdown, but besides that, we was getting like stuff and getting stagnant through interception, had fumbles as well. So our defense helped us win that game, but our offense didn't win that game because the Browns shut that stuff down. So the Browns defense is playing at a high level. They look very historic. If Sean Watson can just come back and just, he ain't got to be I don't know if he's gonna be able to be the version of Sean Watson he once were, but if he can just come back and just be the good, this is a good Deshaun Watson. He ain't gotta be like on MVP level, but at least be Pro Bowl level, or that'd be well enough for the Browns to get to the playoffs and win games and maybe have a chance to even compete for the Super Bowl as well. But Deshaun Watson has not shown consistency like that. He only had a few games here and there. He was getting better. Then he got banged up and got injured. So when he come back, hopefully he can keep that consistency going. Not against my Steelers though, but just keep it going against everybody else. And then we'll see how the Browns look. But next game, we got the Commanders and the Giants. I'm taking the Giants in that one. Tyrod Taylor, I told you guys, T-Mobile is very good. I don't say very good. He's a good player. He won't turn the ball over a lot. Remember his years with the Bills? He threw 20 touchdowns. He did 6 interceptions. He had like 5 rushing touchdowns, 500 rushing yards. His next year, he had 17 to just like, I think 4 interceptions. In the following year, he had 14 to 4. So he played pretty good, and he had a 22-20 record with the Bills. So it was above 500 as well. He got into the playoffs 1 year too as well, to break that little drought they had. So Tyrod Taylor's a guy you can rely on. Just the reason that his career kind of never went the way it should have, because the injuries. Because with the Bills, you know, the injuries got banged up a little bit. You know, eventually Josh Allen took over, and then he got to the Browns. You know, he started off pretty good. I think he had a tie against the Steelers that first game. And then the second game, he fell short in overtime by field goal. But you look like, okay, he's pretty good. He's playing pretty good and good enough for us to win. We just fell a little short, a few mistakes and stuff. And he got injured. Baker Mayfield came in. Then he went to the Chargers. He got his lung ruptured by the doctor. He had to sue him. And then Justin Herbert came in and he never looked back. So Tyrod Taylor, if you start him and you have a rookie quarterback or a young quarterback, sometimes he might you know, something might happen and they bolster off and get a big time boost. We've seen what happened with Josh Allen. He's playing at a high level, and Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield, he started at a high level, then he kind of lost it, but then now he's playing at a pretty good level again too now. So Tyrod Taylor got the little quarterback curse gift, because he get injured and then somebody else come behind him and play very well football. So I think the Giants stick with Tyrod Taylor and let Daniel Jones just heal up on the sideline. Against the Commanders, I think they can pull this game off. Lions versus Ravens. I'm taking the Lions in that game. Lions are playing at a high level. They one of the top teams. Bills versus Patriots. I'm taking the Bills by 50. Cardinals versus Seahawks. Taking the Seahawks in that game. Steelers versus Rams. I can't choose. I'm a Steelers fan, but if I wasn't a Steelers fan, I don't know either, because I don't know what Steelers I'm gonna get. And I know that sometimes the Steelers play lights out football, where the defense play lights out and they go crazy and stuff. But sometimes we see like the offense kind of bring the defense down with them when they can get anything moving. So I don't know what I'm gonna get from this team. So I'm probably gonna just stay unpicked. For that. Next game is Chargers Chiefs. I want to take the Chargers, and now I want the Chargers finally do the unthinkable when they finally defeat the Chiefs. I think the last time they beat the Chiefs was Phil Rivers was here. I think Mike Williams caught that touchdown in overtime on the sideline for the win. But that's the last time they beat the Chiefs. And especially in the Mahomes era too, the Chiefs even had the Chargers number, they hit the Broncos number too, they hit that whole division number, the Raiders number, everybody. So I think the Chargers finally do it, and they finally defeat the Chiefs. Packers versus the Broncos, taking the Packers in that one. Dolphins versus the Eagles, that should be game of the week. I'll take the Dolphins in that one. I think the Dolphins will be able to beat the Eagles. And then 49ers versus Vikings, I'll take the 49ers in that one. So those are my game picks for this week. Hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what your game picks are, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.